I was 9 years old, but that day forced me to grow up in a few minutes. My father had passed away 2 years earlier, and since then, it was just Mom and me. She worked double shifts at a pharmacy, yet she still planned little adventures so I wouldn't feel the emptiness at home. That summer, she decided to take me to visit my grandmother in another state. I remember how excited she looked. "Just you and me, champ," she said, trying to sound cheerful. I nodded, hugging my backpack like it was a ticket to freedom. We boarded a crowded intercity bus early in the morning. The air smelled of dust, perfume, and fried snacks vendors were selling outside the window. Mom chose seats near the middle and kept me by the aisle. Halfway through the journey, a man sat directly behind us. At first, he seemed normal. Neatly combed hair, polite smile, a soft voice, but he kept talking to my mother. "Traveling alone is difficult for a woman," he said. Mom answered briefly, looking uncomfortable. "We're fine, thank you." I felt her fingers tighten around my wrist. That small squeeze told me more than her words ever could. The bus stopped at a small terminal at noon. Mom went down to buy water, leaving me on the seat. The man leaned forward. "You're a brave boy," he whispered. Something about his tone made my stomach twist. When Mom returned, she looked around quickly and sat close to me. The man followed us again after the stop, boarding the same bus. That's when I noticed it. His phone camera pointed at us, pretending he was texting. "Mom, he's taking pictures," I murmured. Her face went pale, but she forced a smile. "It's okay, sweetheart. Don't panic." Yet I could hear her breathing, fast, shaky, like she had been running without moving. She opened her handbag and pulled out a tiny notebook. Her hands trembled as she wrote something. "Listen to me carefully," she said, eyes shining with fear and anger mixed together. "If I ask you to move, you move. If I ask you to be quiet, you be quiet. Promise me." "I promise," I said, though my voice cracked. At the next stop, she asked the conductor to change our seats, pretending I was feeling sick. We moved to the very front. Mom quietly slipped the notebook page to a tea stall owner outside the window and gave him a 100-rupee note. "Please call the police. This number. Tell them we'll get down at Riverside Point," she begged. The owner looked confused, then serious. "Don't worry, Ben. I'll do it." Her eyes filled with tears of relief. I had never seen my mother depend on a stranger like that. When we finally reached Riverside, 2 officers were already there. Mom almost dragged me off the bus. The man got down too, smiling nervously and telling the officers he was just a family friend. But when they searched him, they found a long history: harassment complaints, restraining orders, and a knife hidden in his bag. Mom broke down right there, hugging me so tight I could hardly breathe. "My smart boy, you saved us," she sobbed. I started crying too, not like a hero, just like a scared child who wanted to go home. Later, the officers told her he had planned to follow us to my grandmother's house. The thought still gives me chills. That evening, sitting in the hotel room with police protection, Mom kissed my forehead. Bad people exist, but courage and quick thinking exist too. For the first time since Dad died, I truly believed her.